Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to give everybody an update. It's been a few weeks, and sometimes I like just pressing record as candidly as it gets on the fly. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just an update with my store. Everything's going good. I'll be honest with you guys. I initially bought in for $12,500. Okay, the agreement was that 50% of that will be allocated towards inventory. So 62.5. The company I'm with, they consume that amount and some. So they actually they actually got close to almost 7K. I think it was like 6,800. But it was definitely past the 62.50. So as an update, they forked out the money. They shelled it out. They purchased inventory. Um, the second nugget I want to give to you guys is the way that this company is doing the profit split. Okay, my whole thing was in the beginning, I need to reinvest, on a monthly basis to get that snowball. More money in, more money out. Didn't make sense to me because I went 3 months before they actually requested and invoiced me for their 50% split. Um, well, if you think about it, it was only because I really didn't make a whole lot of money the first 3 months. So there's no reason to invoice me. They finally did. And from basically month one to month, I think it was like the end of month four, is when they invoiced me. They said, hey, you made this amount. We'll go ahead and, take 50% of the profits. Okay, of the profits, not the gross amount, because I know you guys are gonna jump all over it. That's my money that reinvested into inventory. So just the profits that were made. Um, I was at, from months 1 through 4, after you doing a simple calculation, 13% margin. Is debatable. Could go back and forth with it. Store's beginning. Um, it's building up. It's generating. There's a lot of things that are happening in on the front side of the store. The client is concentrated on money in, money out. What's my margin? But customer reviews, feedback, um, you know, getting the whole, you know, Amazon to consider your account trusted. There's a lot of stuff on the back end that the VA is handling. For example, a lot of the times when products are ordered from distributor or manufacturer, they say, hey, yeah, we sent 50 out. However, Amazon checks in only 48. So there's a disconnect. Arguably, is it human error or is it computer or what is it? So on the back end, I go into my store. I notice that the VA has done a really good job in putting a lot of claims in. I mean, my case log is just stacked with all types of discrepancies, so to speak, and challenging. Hey, we ordered 50. You know, this store client only received, or we, because he's speaking on my behalf, only received 49. What's going on? So I do like that. I do like that. The VA is on top of it. Um, Again, guys, it's so easy to complain, but once you start really understanding the process, there's a few things that are going on behind the scenes. I encourage you guys to go into your Seller Central account and you know get familiar with that. It's your store, it's your platform. Go within all the fields and start discovering and understanding which category does what, and it helps you gain a better understanding of what the team is doing for your store. So that's what I could recommend. Um, so that's my second nugget. Store's going good. I've depleted the initial buy-in. So, excuse me. So now I'm to a point where I need to reinvest that money back in. So once I verified beforehand that the team is going to be invoicing me every month now. Okay, so now I'm starting to make money. It's generating. The process is working. Contractually, months 4 through 6 is when it starts genning up. I'm at about month 5, plus minus 1 month for COVID, respectfully. So I'm in that window where contractually they're doing what they said that needs to be done. they're generating and building up my store. But they need my profits, as they've always communicated. You know, the representative on the front end did a great job of explaining this whole process, and now it's time to capitalize and implement this. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be invoiced each month, profit sharing. 50% goes to the company. The remaining 50, as I've stated in the beginning, I'm going to dump 100% of my profits back in until I hit 100K is my goal. That's what I've always said in the beginning. That's what I want to do. So that's what I want to do. The very first month, though, I'm going to start off with a nice 2K. Okay, I haven't made a whole lot of profit, you know, out of this machine yet, and I'm allocating 50% cut to go to the team, which leaves me about 3K. I'll be honest with you, about 3K, to give it some wiggle room, and to entrust and test that the team is going to utilize the full amount and not just purchase the, you know, $200-300 bulk purchase. That's not going to make any money. Okay. I allowed them, same credit card on file. I verified that via email. Let's go ahead and pull the trigger with 2K. No big deal. Then I could track, you know, the performance, and next month I will up that significantly. So again, I'm like sort of testing the waters. I'm excited. I'm content with the direction that my store is going. However, I'm like, the weapon's locked and loaded. Here you go. What are you guys gonna do with it? Show me the margin that contractually you guys have said. And also another caveat to that: months 1 through 4, the margin was 13% based on my calculation. However, months like from 4 to 5 is when, boom, like, there are 3 statements that, as you guys see from my last video, there were 3 payouts where it went from like minimal to boom, a couple grand. So I'm curious, this next invoice, I'm going to calculate what the margin was for the last month and a half. And I think that is going to be the driving factor of the direction of this you know, account. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to make it short and sweet and give you guys a quick update. You know, we're having good conversations within my channel. There's a gentleman that I was talking to this morning. He just got ungated. Unfortunately, with all that, there's certain requirements. I guess there's a magic formula that Amazon wants to see, that you're trusted, and that you know what you're doing, and you know you're not going to screw up the process. And so we're going back and forth. If you guys want to read the comments down below, but he was successful in ungating. Basically, he does have an LLC, EIN, and a seller's license, in which a lot of the times Amazon will request that to validate that you're legit. They're going to look at all your numbers on your store anyway. There's, you know, I've heard on Google and YouTube, there's a minimum amount of time. They like to see at least, you know, 4 to 6 months. And, you know, I heard as the gross sales increase, the chances of getting gated for different categories increase. So right now, as of this morning, I'm at about 11.3, 11.37, 11,300, 11,300. Let's just say 11,400 in gross sales year to date. In the next video, I'll go ahead and break everything down, how I do it monthly. I flip my phone around, but yeah, I'm content with that. I'm in a nice sweet spot. 11. I mean, you know, I was talking to another gentleman that, I mean, he's up there. Granted, he had been doing it himself for a while, but you know, he's up at, I don't know, what did he say, 89,000 gross. But he did it himself for like the first year to get the ball going, and then signed on with this company, and they took the baton and they're growing it. So I'm content so far. You know, everything's dialed in, I feel. And you know, one thing I want to add is, you know, I'm going to communicate whenever there's a disagree with with this process with my store, and the way that the company is responding to it. Maybe at first they probably get ticked off, but they realize, hey, these are viable concerns from clients, and now they're starting to address it in a manner in which I really appreciate. You know, they're we I mean, we went back and forth at the beginning, and again, it just goes back, guys. If you're gonna sign on with, one of these automation companies, is to have patience. To have patience, let them do their thing. If there's a disagreement, properly communicate it in an email. Wait for a response. Understand that some of these companies, you're not the only client. It sucks to say that because you're forking out the money. I get it, but you're not the only client that they have to wake up and get in front of a computer and answer thousands of emails, and go down the list and try to resolve on top of all the other issues that are coming up in that moment. So just understand that it may take some time. Give the company a chance to rectify the issue, and I think you'll be in a better place. So before you buy in, though, there's definitely questions that need to be asked. What I've been saying is, hey, the salesperson or the front guy, he can say whatever he wants. What you need to do is make sure that that information is in the writing, in the contract, right? It's your store. This is a business transaction. Make sure it's in the contract, and inquire about some type of. This is business, so not essentially a money back guarantee, but I mean, if this company doesn't produce, what are they going to do for you? You're handing them money. Show me in writing, like, what happens if, for whatever reason, there's another COVID-19 breakout, or a tsunami, or China gets wiped out with something and inventory is slow. I mean, what is going to happen? You guys have to think about that. So I'm trying to steer you guys in the right direction, with questions that perhaps I didn't solidify 100%, and that's what I would do. As well as, I go back to the same drop shipping, guys. I'm gonna wait for my store to be a little bit more, experienced, a little bit more sound and vetted with Amazon before I even think about going down that road, because I'll be pissed if my store gets suspended, and I just don't want to flirt with that right now. On top of the taxes, you're doing taxes on a monthly basis. That's a fee. Whether you go through TaxStar or an accountant to log your monthly, cost of goods and services, and all your revenue and your invoices, so at the end of the year they could plug it in most efficiently. They're gonna pay you monthly for that. Otherwise, this city get out of control real quick. So it's easier, I guess, to drop ship. However, the taxes sound like a nightmare, and I do not want to go down that road. In addition to stressing about potential suspension, it's teasing me. I'm talking to people where they're making money. They're making money, and the drop shipping on top of the FBA wholesale as like a front man, right? I guess Amazon doesn't really. I guess it's a less chance of being flagged because you're actually doing FBA wholesale. So if you couple that with drop shipping, they're saying, the post that I'm reading, there's a less chance of getting suspended. I don't know. There's nothing finite about that. I go back and forth. In any event, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer until my store's a little bit more sound. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just yesterday, I authorized the team to go ahead and deduct $2K. I asked that they please, spend the full $2K in inventory. Let's say, it's at 30%, that $2K, that's a quick $600. So now I have $2,600 to invest in the next month. So that's how that goes. Now's the time to build. I'm at month 5, approaching month 6-ish, and I'm halfway there. Another great thing, I want to just throw this out to you guys, that this company did, okay, is they did extend, because of COVID-19, they rose to the occasion and they bumped out everyone's contract another 12 months. Boom. That's huge. That is huge. So for everyone that was locked and loaded and bought in and COVID-19 hit, they honored that. And I just want to say that goes a long way. That goes a long way. Because they're putting their sweat and tears and grit and grind for another 12 months on top of, all the VAs to execute and to provide the results. So I'm liking it. So if this company's watching, I appreciate that. I know a few of your clients appreciate that. And hey, keep up the good work. So that's all I got to say. If you guys have any specifics, you know what to do. For all you new subscribers, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so it updates you guys every time I drop videos like this. And then hit all. So it gives you a heads up in any time that I upload something. If you have any questions, my information is down below. If not, drop it down and I'll hit you guys back. We'll go back and forth, set up a FaceTime or a phone call or a text message, whatever works out. Keep the questions coming. I've been getting inundated with a lot of great questions. A lot of people are diving into this, Amazon FBA automation. It's great. And, I'm here to assist in any manner possible. So until then, good luck. 2020 is ending on a much better note. I'm content. I'm feeling good. In addition, we're rolling right into 2021. So good luck to you guys. We'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.